A teenager sits on a skateboard, pulls out a gun, and shoots himself in the head. That's how Ken Park begins. No warning, just death. It was banned, confiscated, almost deleted from cinema history. This isn't just another dark indie film. This is Ken Park, the most disturbing, censored, and unreleased movie of the 2000s. A film so raw, even festivals were raided by police. The film features unknown young actors playing roles that would haunt them for years. Sean, James Ransone, a teen sleeping with his girlfriend's mother. Peaches, Tiffany Lemos, controlled by her religious, violent father. Tate, Stephen Jasso, a disturbed boy who kills his own grandparents. Claude, Stephen Jasso, a skater boy neglected by his father. Ken Park, Adam Chubbuck, the boy who takes his own life in the opening scene. Directed by Larry Clark, the creator of Kids, 1995, and co-directed by cinematographer Edward Lachman, Ken Park aimed to show the disturbing reality of American suburban youth with no filter. The title character, Ken Park, nicknamed Crapneck, his name spelled and pronounced backward, is a teenager skateboarding across Visalia, California. He arrives at a skate park where he casually sets up a camcorder, smiles, and shoots himself in the temple with a handgun. His death is used to bookend the film, which follows the lives of 4 other teenagers who knew him. Sean is the most stable of the 4 main characters. Throughout the story, he has an ongoing sexual relationship with his girlfriend's mother, Rhonda, whom he tells that he fantasizes about being with while having sex with her daughter, Hannah. He casually socializes with their family, the rest of whom are completely unaware of the affair. Claude fends off physical and emotional abuse from his alcoholic father, who detests him for not being masculine enough, all while he tries to care for his pregnant mother, who makes little to no attempt at defending him. However, after coming home drunk one night, he attempts to perform oral sex on Claude, prompting the boy to run away from home. Peaches is a girl who lives alone with her obsessive and highly religious father, who fixates on her as the innocent embodiment of her deceased mother. When he catches her having sex with her boyfriend Curtis, whom she has playfully tied to her bed, he beats the boy and savagely disciplines her, then forces her to participate in a quasi-incestuous wedding ritual with him. Tate is an unstable and sadistic adolescent, living with his grandparents, whom he resents and abuses verbally. He engages in autoerotic asphyxiation while masturbating to a video of a woman playing tennis. He eventually kills his grandparents in retaliation for petty grievances, and finds that it arouses him sexually. He records himself on his tape recorder so that the police will know how and why he did it, puts his grandfather's dentures in his mouth, lies naked in his bed, and falls asleep, eventually being found and promptly arrested. The film cuts frequently between these subplots, with no overlap of characters or events until the end, when Sean, Claude, and Peaches meet and have a threesome in a game of Who Am I? Afterward, they refer to an unnamed person they know who is now dead. The film cuts to a title screen, followed by a flashback to before the opening scene. Ken has impregnated his girlfriend and taken a menial job. At the skate park, they discuss whether to abort the pregnancy, and she asks Ken rhetorically if he is glad his mother did not abort him. He does not answer. Ken Park was banned in Australia, the United States, and multiple European countries. Why? Because it featured unsimulated sex actors were shown having real sexual intercourse on camera. Even though the actors were adults, they were playing underage teens. This blurred the line between fiction and criminality. The themes? Incest, suicide, violence, and underage exploitation. One scene shows a girl being beaten by her father after being caught with her boyfriend. Another shows a boy masturbating while suffocating himself with plastic wrap. It was too explicit, too real, too shocking. In Australia, the police shut down a scheduled screening at the Sydney Film Festival. In the US, the movie never got official distribution and remains unreleased to this day. Despite its ban, Ken Park became an underground legend. It spread through torrent sites, bootleg DVDs, and private screenings. Film students studied it, censors feared it. Some called it a masterpiece of raw cinema. Others said it was nothing but legalized child exploitation. Actors and directors involved faced backlash. To this day, Larry Clark defends it as a real reflection of troubled American youth. But even critics who loved kids couldn't stomach Ken Park. Ken Park still has no legal release in most countries. No streaming. No Blu-ray. Only whispers online. Is it a lost warning? Or something that should never have been made? Tell us what you think. Was it art? Or just pure shock? For more stories about banned, erased, and dangerous films, follow or subscribe the channel. Because these movies weren't just hidden, they were hunted.